Have you ever wondered why people emigrate? Why so much of emigration is happening across the globe? How I see it, it is because of the hope to get a better place, better situation than how they're existing today. That means moving from their status quo to that of a new ways of working, which is quite interesting, which they perceive to be a better one, and that's how people migrate. But what if I say there is no practical steps? What if the visa processing itself is challenging? What if it is too expensive for someone? Will they still be migrate? Just think about it. And that's what I'm going to explain you through a formula known as a change formula. Hello, my name is Vikram Rautray, and I'm a professional consultant trainer. And today I'm going to show you how does it work. Is there any particular formula, any mathematical formula or a conceptual formula we can apply to any kind of change? The example what I'm bringing in today is related to immigration. Let me show you how does it look like. If you see at my screen, this is Beckhard and Harris Change Formula, which stands for C equal to ABD greater than X. C is your change. That is what we want to achieve. A is the level of dissatisfaction with the status quo. If I'm not happy and what I'm getting here at my location, and that is when I would like to immigrate. But for this to happen, I need to have a B, desirability of the proposed change at the end state. If the end state is interesting, it is lucrative, it is something I want to achieve, it is much better than where I am today on point A, then I would try to move from point A to point B. But what if I tell you the visa processing, it is too expensive. We don't have any support system. If we do not have any recommendation to go to that new location, would you still take that journey? Probably the answer would be no. So D is the practicality of the change. That is our next practical steps, what we want to achieve with the minimal risk and disruptions. If all of this are at a higher state, and that is when the change would be successful. ABD greater than X. What is X? X is the perceived cost of the change. Not necessarily it has to be monetary in nature. Of course, many times we look into at what expense we are moving in. The expense could be related to cost. Expense could be what is that I'm losing out. If all these are becoming greater, that means ABD is becoming greater than that of the X, that is the perceived cost. Looking into what is that I'm losing out, looking into the cost, monetary cost, then I would take that journey. So just think about it. Any change that you might be coming across, whether they are falling under these four parameters, ABD and X. Thank you so much. We'll connect again in another episode with another interesting topic.